I have questions. I have questions. I am not nosy. I'm just curious. I'm inquisitive. I have questions and I need answers. Today's question is, listen, man. It's your guy, Mr. Allan Lane. Welcome to the Lisssten Maaan podcast, hosted by me, your guy, Mr. Allan Lane. Let's just get into it. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, it was inspired because I get a lot of questions and I have a lot of questions, but I get a lot of questions on how, when, why, did I begin my journey in the motorcycle industry? And there's no necessarily correct answer. There's no textbook for how my journey in the motorcycle industry began. I just rolled the dice. And those that know me will know that I'm what I refer to as being a strategic dice roller. If there's a chance, if there's more percentage that I'm going to win in a scenario, in a situation, I'll roll the dice. It doesn't have to be a lock stock situation. It doesn't have to be a full Monty situation. There just has to be a good chance that I might come out on the winning side of the situation. So with that being said, I have questions. And today's question is, and it's important that we begin this podcast journey with an understanding that I am not nosy. I'm just curious. I'm inquisitive. I have questions and I need answers. And so today's question is, or the question for this episode is, what the hell are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Let me explain. I hear often, and I'm asked often, about right times and when did I know it was the right time to begin, to do something, to launch. Even with this podcast, even with this new venture that I'm pursuing, there is no right time. You can't wait. You can't wait for the right time. It's on you. It's on you. We all get the same amount of time in the day. I don't want to hear that crap about, I don't have enough time. To me, that's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You have to decide, okay? When I mean you have to decide, literally, ask yourself, what are you waiting for? The answer should be nothing. You should be ready to go. You should be ready and willing to whatever your passion is, whatever your goal is. Yeah, I hear, I'm a dreams. Look, dreams remain dreams until you wake up. So I'm not a big supporter of being a dreamer. I'm a supporter of being a doer. I support those that do. So I say, go out there and do. Wake up from the dream. Dreams aren't reality. And that whole idea of making your dreams reality, I feel a certain type of way about that whole vernacular, about that whole terminology of dreams. Don't worry about your dreams. Your dreams are your dreams. You worry about your reality. So what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for to go out there and get yours? I'm not a role model. But I'm a person who has experienced life. I know a thing or two because I've seen a thing or two, but that doesn't mean that I know everything. I know enough to know that I can learn more than what I already know, if that makes sense, and it should. What I'm saying is that to be in a constant state of learning, to be in a constant state of exploring and discovering things about yourself, the universe, the world, how you fit into it. All these things are happening all at once. So the idea of waiting for the right moment, the right time, it doesn't exist. You create it, then it exists. So this idea of waiting, what are you waiting for? What do you want? Make a decision, choose, select, pick, whatever, figure it out, and then act on it. Act on it. Don't wait. There's today. There's right now. That's it. That is it. And it's not to bring a heavy cloud, but particularly if you are a motorcycle rider, professional, for just being maybe just you're an enthusiast, if you're a weekend rider, what daily commuter, whatever, to say that our lifespan is, we're rolling the dice strategically every time we throw a leg over the bike. So our lifespan is particularly at high risk just because of our chosen method of transportation. There may not be a tomorrow. That's reality. So if you understand that we're living each day like it's our last day, that's a reality, because it could possibly be that very thing. And I hope it's not. I hope it's not for any of us. But how often do we see on social media, on the news, how many times do we see or hear about someone who was with us yesterday who's not with us today? Okay, it happens far too often. And that's not what this episode is about. This episode is about understanding that within the same given 24 hours of a day, you can get a lot of stuff done. You can get a lot of stuff done. Think about that. Think about it. 24 hours in a day. First of all, time is a construct. It's a control construct. So, but we have to deal with it because across the board, time is time, right? Right. It's a standard, it's a construct, it's a standard construct. So within that 24 hours, you have to decide how you divvy up your time, your priorities. And so when you figure out what you want to do, how you want to do it, how you want to live your life, how you want to get to the next level, how you want to move on from a certain point in your life. Okay, once you figure that out, there is nothing left to do other than do it. Whatever the plan is, do it. It doesn't have to be a massive undertaking all at once, but just progress, forward motion, taking a step forward, continually moving forward, you're winning. And that's the thing. You want to win hard. You want to win so hard. You want to win so hard that even the losers will become winners because of how hard you are winning. You win for yourself. Those near you and around you, they'll see you winning. And if they're motivated to win too, all right, well, then they're winners. Right. It's osmosis of success. Osmosis of success. You be around people who are moving forward, who are focused on progress, and you'll find yourself inspired to do more with yourself within those 24 hours to get yourself from point A to point B to point C, or whatever letter you're trying to get to in the alphabet, or wherever destination. But that's on you. It all comes down to you. So again, today's question is, the question for this episode is, what the hell are you waiting for? Drop a comment below. I'm not nosy. I'm just curious. I'm inquisitive. I'd like to know what you are waiting for. Drop a comment below. Other than that, I hope that you are all having a fantastic and wonderful day, because you deserve it. You dig? Podcast over. Boom! Listen, man.